Guys can hear me. Oh, I'm gonna wait for some people to get here. If you're just getting here for the recap, the rewatch, replay, welcome. I'm whispering at first because it's super early and I'm babysitting at my friend's house, so I'm trying to be quiet. But we'll see if I can talk louder. At least she has coffee here. Sweet coffee. I didn't tell anybody I was going live. I just did it. So it might take a minute for people. Oh, I've had a long weekend. But she got a really comfy bed for me to stay in here. She's my friend was traveling. She's a travel agent, so she travels a lot too. Perks. So I stayed over the weekend to help watch her two girls. It wasn't too bad. I just brought my daughter, so it was just three girls and not five kids. That would have been a lot. Oh, good morning. I like cats. I don't think I've seen you in a live chat before. If you tell me your name, I could call you by your name. If I can pronounce it, I'm horrible at that kind of stuff. I'm kind of whispering because I'm babysitting and everybody else in the house is still sleeping, so try not to be too loud. Good morning, Paula, South Australia. Well, it's probably not morning there, is it? Good morning, Jen. How are you guys? I know I didn't announce I was doing a live. I just decided to do it. Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Good morning, Ruby Jackson. How are you? Good morning, Lally. Is that Lally? Good, excuse me, Paula. No, it's not. Okay. Good morning, Tammy. How are you guys? I am at my friend's babysitting, so I stayed the night because they were in Mexico on a vacation. So I babysat their two girls just for 2 days. So they got home late last night, the parents did, so they're going to be getting some rest. And as soon as they're up and rolling, then I get to go take care of my family and see what happened at my house while I was gone for 2 days. It's Sunday night. Wow, it is just now Sunday morning here. It just woke up. The world just woke up now. It should have been 5:30, but now it's 6:30. So, yay, daylight savings. Oh, speaking of thumbs up, make sure you give me a thumbs up while you're in this group, on this live, But yeah, so I thought I'd just check in with you guys, see what you're up to. I got some projects to work on when we get home. Probably going to be a whip the house back in shape day. Hi, Maria. How are you? What you guys up to today? Beautiful Sunday. I don't know if it's beautiful. It's still dark here, but oh, you're awesome for doing that for your friend. Oh, thank you. We kind of rotate. Like she'll help watch my kids and I'll help watch her kids, and it's not so bad. It's a good friend to have, one that that you can count on to watch your kids, especially if you're traveling. So I don't mind. She's good to me, so it's nice to have a friend like that. My house cleaning day. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get home and house clean as well. And everybody's probably gonna be starving by the time I get home. It never fails. As soon as I walk in the door, Mama, what's for lunch? Mama, you're home. What are you cooking? It's like I just walked in the door. They're like, we know, we're hungry. So, oh, Martine, good day. How are you? Good morning, Marcia. Yeah, we're just talking kind of about what we're doing today and stuff. I've been babysitting for my friend over the weekend, her two girls. So I'm waiting for the parents got back late last night from their flight, so I'm waiting for them to get some sleep. They'll probably handle breakfast when they get up, but they're still sleeping. So if they wake up, though, I gotta go. But good thing, because they got good, strong coffee. Oh, yeah. So hopefully husband and I can do garden plans today. I got some of my seeds pulled out that I wanted to start, and then I should have already started them, honestly. What's today, the 12th? Yeah, we should have already started some of our seeds. Uh, oh, it takes me 20 minutes to get home, Paula. I don't live that far from her. A couple of towns over, but it's not that far. Um, and then so start some seeds, hopefully the peppers and the tomatoes at least. And then we'll figure out what we want to plant in the ground and then what else we're going to seed start. I also need to start some flowers because I do want to grow some flowers this year. Um, so just things like that. Kids will be excited to see you. They will. I brought Betty Jan with me yesterday, so it was she has my friend has two daughters, so it was the three girls. So that was really nice. It wasn't bad. But of course that's hard on the boys because they're like, we want to go over. So I just left. I took the girls, my friend's girls, to my house and they got to meet our chickens and they played in the snow because we got some fresh snow, of course, yesterday. So they got to play in the snow and they had a good time seeing our house and stuff. And then came back here with just them two. So I didn't have to have all five kids for a sleepover. Like I've done it before, but it's a lot. When like once you throw the twin boys into the mix, like it's just everything elevates, it's like not only the fact that there's twins, so there's two of them, but then there are boys who just seem to be louder, more destructive, just in my experience anyway, maybe just my lovely children. Oh, good morning, Jody. Where's my shoulder? I need some more coffee emojis, guys. I was literally mad because it was daylight saving. It's an hour later than I thought. I know. I hate daylight savings. I don't even understand the point of it anymore. My sister has two sets of twins. Whew. Whew. Stresses me out just thinking about that. Good morning, Lori. How are you? How is mom doing? Mom is doing better. They discharged her last week because they have to run, they have to put like some kind of exposure in her to test her heart, and the kidneys filter that out, and her kidneys are having trouble right now. They're not doing better. We just had a checkup, so I'm waiting for the checkup. But as of we leaving the hospital, her kidneys weren't doing better, so she wasn't sick enough to stay in the hospital because that's all they were waiting on were the kidneys before they could see what was up with her heart. So now on Thursday, we went to a new doctor just for a checkup, and he was really great. We really liked him. He was good at explaining stuff. He got my mom set up to go to a heart surgeon center because it looks like she's gonna have to get stents. I think stents. I'm horrible with health stuff in her heart to open it up some, and then she also has to get surgery to declog her arteries in her neck. So they got to go in there and take the clots out and then scrape in there. So that's on the list for her to get done. And then she's getting some stuff seen for her toes because she's already lost her big toe due to diabetes and she's having trouble feeling the other three. So we're looking into that too. But she's been doing very good with her insulin and then just me being able to feed her the right foods. Like I'm still learning about the right foods. Um, I was comparing diabetes menu to keto menu, and it's different because you need less fat with diabetes, whereas with keto, you're looking for mostly fat. So that was kind of I had to get that into my head that just because it's high in meat, you still want low fat. So I'm working on that with her, but she's feeling much better. Her sugar numbers have come way down, and she's in good spirits. And her and her partner talked, and it looks like she's going to be staying with me until all this is smoothed over. Because especially if she has to have heart surgery, she's going to need help in that recovery process as well. So it's kind of stressful and intense that it's happening right now, but I am glad that it happened right now. Like I was just visiting her in Missouri. She didn't even plan to come back with us, but then she just out of the blue asked if she could come back with me for a week. So we said, yeah. I'm like, well, yeah. And then we were supposed to leave that Sunday to go back to take her back. And then this happened Saturday night when the clot was bad enough to cause a stroke, which caused a heart attack. So I had to call the ambulance. There was like 8 men in my house in this tiny room. And I'm like, man, are some of you in training? They're like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. It's just this many people show up. Okay. It was intense. My first time dealing with anything like that. But she's in good spirits. She's doing better. Her sugar's way under control. We got her a pill box, so she's taking all of her pills now. We have them spaced out for her so she knows what she needs to take. So I'm feeling better about it. She's feeling better about it. Like she's ready to go home, but she's glad and willing to stay here until she's fixed, kind of thing. So, oh yes, coffee, thanks. Stents, thank you, Paula. Thank you. Good morning, Texas Angel. Good morning, Sherry. Is she taking a path? Oh, you know what? I think I saw that in her medicine. She's just got a box of medicines. It's like, holy moly, like my first time having to deal with any of that. So I had a list that the hospital sent of what she was supposed to be taking, and it just said how many times a day or the doses. So I had to compare to the bottles and figure out, okay, you're taking these in the morning. And then she had like, mom, is this going to hurt your stomach to take this many pills at night? You know, so I'm trying to like spread out ones that doesn't matter what time of day they take them. But that wasn't on the list of what the doctor sent. But I do believe I saw that in her medicine thing. I didn't know what it was for though. But the doctor that we went to on Thursday did test her toes and was seeing about the sensitivity. So he may be taking care of that as well. He was on top of like 4 things he had to do and schedule for her. But if I think that's what was in there though. So that's probably what that's for. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Marcia. Yes, she really does need my help right now. I'm happy to be able to take care of her. Oh, good morning, Edward. Vicky. Thank you, everybody. Sounds like an intense road ahead. It'll be okay in the end. It was meant for you that she's with you. I agree. I think it was meant for her to be here as well. And then they had like some kind of bathroom catastrophe back at her house, and they're like tearing up her bathroom right now to try and fix a pipe. So it's gross anyway. So she's like, well, I'm just going to stay here for that. I'm like, good idea, Mom. Let that be the reason. I'm okay with that. Oh, good morning, Naomi. Okay, Sherry. Okay, that's probably what it is. Thank you for telling me what that was, because I saw that. I'm like, I don't see this on the list. I guess I could probably just Google what each medicine's for too. Anything that wasn't on the list the doctor gave her that was extra, because she still had a bunch of extra pills that her previous doctor, she just got a new doctor though. So they're like, she'd only been to him one time, and now he's probably getting bombarded with all the stuff that's happening to her. Make sure you thumbs up for me. Oh, hi from Denmark. What time is it there? Good morning, Lori. Oh, you're in Delaware, Tammy. How long has she been diagnosed with diabetes? A long time. A long time. My mom's been diabetic since I can remember. So probably at least 20 years. Maybe 25, 30 years. And she just doesn't take it serious. We have a big food addiction in our family. That's probably one of the biggest things that we suffer from. And it's hard to get over food for us. Like food is just our comfort, our love, you know. So she has a hard time with her diet, and then wasn't really doing her shots. So I don't think she just didn't really understood how it worked. Oh, baby's starting. Oh, she's good. Okay, for here I'm babysitting at my friend's house. So if the baby wakes up, I gotta go. Well, she's almost 3, so not really a baby anymore. Oh, 1:47. Okay, so it's not so bad. It's not too bad there. A nice Sunday afternoon there. I hear that I was resistant to food change. And it is, but you can still have tasty food even when you're diabetic. And so I think that's was mom's struggle. So luckily for me, I'm a foodie and I can figure out what foods to make for her and then give her options. Be like, Mom, make this, Mom, do this. And then now with the freeze dryer, I can make food that she normally wouldn't be able to make herself. And I can freeze it for her or freeze dry it for her. And then that takes all the moisture out of it. So it's super lightweight. So then I can portion out meals for her But she's gained her appetite back. She didn't have any appetite when she first got here, and now she's like constantly hungry. Like before I can make her a second bowl of soup, she's eating the kids is off their plates kind of thing. Um, which I think is good. I mean, I think it's good that she's getting her appetite back because she would have like 2 bites of something and her stomach would hurt. Was it from a lack of food in her background? Why is she is that why she's food insecure, Paula? Is that what you're asking? I think it's just that I don't know, food was always our comfort. Like she used to be a baker when we were in Saudi Arabia. So she would bake cakes and homemade icing and stuff and sell them there because it was hard to find, typical American cakes or birthday cakes in Saudi Arabia. So mom did that as a side business. And so we always had like sweets and stuff growing up. But like my dad, whenever he was in a good mood, he would bring home like ices or candy bars or something like that, like a sweet treat for us. And, whenever he came home with that, we are like, oh, dad's in a good mood. And that's how he like showed love to us, was through food. So that kind of helped, I guess, in the making of our food is love, food is comfort kind of atmosphere. And my mom has a big, I don't care, screw it attitude. And it's it's hard because she's like, I'm gonna eat what I want to eat, I don't want to be restricted, is how she sees it. So I'm trying to kind of change her Google her childhood memories. Paula, that doesn't sound like that's too far from our future, does it? Oh, all your memories are kept in a cloud. You just Google them. You can bring up anything. Oh, yeah, that's scary, huh? um, no, she doesn't have the best childhood memories. I mean, she had struggles, stepfather problems and stuff. But one thing about my mom is that she's very tenacious, like she still has a good attitude, even though she's had some bad stuff happen to her. And she doesn't remember a lot of it. I think she blocks a lot of it out just as her coping mechanism. But that's just, I don't know, food has always been our thing. And her mom did struggle to keep food in the house. She has 4 sisters and a brother, um, or 3 sisters, 3 sisters and a brother. And there's 5 of them total. So she always felt growing up, if she didn't have milk, bread, and butter in the house, then she felt like she was failing the family and we didn't have any food. So she always kept a house full of food, or else she was panicking and felt like, I can't feed my family. And so that could stem where my food insecurity comes from. But mine also ties into seeing what's going on with the world and not wanting to be the one responsible to feed a family of 6 when there's no food anymore. There's no more grocery stores, if that were to happen, or the prices are so high that you can't even afford to feed that family anymore. So you have to, like, thank goodness you have a stockpile. So she is really strong, Paula. She is. She's a good role model. She's had her stumbles and stuff, but I am glad that she's here now. I am really enjoying this time with my mom. Like, I moved away almost going on my 3rd year now of me moving away from Missouri and moving away from her. So I know it's glad that this is the most time we've had together for a long time. So it's really nice. And she's doing good. So we're waiting until tomorrow. She has an appointment with the heart surgeon to kind of see what's going on with that. Hopefully we'll get her blood work back to see her kidneys are doing better. The doctor's like, she might have kidney disease, which is why her kidneys aren't recuperating. We're like, great, just add it to the pile. It sounds, your mom was the same way, Paula. It's great to have a good mom. Like, so not everybody gets a good mom. Some people have moms that are manipulative or don't care about the kids, or, narcissistic, and just ultimately just don't care, don't give a crap about their kids. And that's hard to see. And I'm very lucky I did not get that. And some people get just some people just have a worse off childhood, like I always thought I had a rough childhood until I got out to the world and I started hearing other people's childhoods and I was like, dang, thought mine was bad, but it is not that bad. So yeah, so mom's doing better. We're kind of just in limbo right now because um, she's not having any more trouble with her sugar. We've been keeping her sugar under control, and then so we're doing good with her food. She's sleeping better. She's been sleeping a lot. She's like just been really tired, and her sugar's been out of control for a long time though. So I'm thinking that her body's just recovering from having her sugar in her 500s to 600s all the time to now being back down into the low 100s. I do need to get some more testing strips for her on my way home. But other than that, mom is doing good. She is eating well, being demanding, which is great to hear though. At least she's asking for stuff, and she's already asking me, what can I do to help? And I sent her to the room the other day with the kids to play Uno. That lasted about 20 minutes, and then I could hear her. She needed some rescuing. So, I don't know, my kids are just intense right now. I don't know if it's just because they're bored because they're stuck inside a lot, even though I do kick them outside, but winter. So they come back in. um, so I'm looking forward to spring for sure, even though it still snowed yesterday. My mom is a type 2, so she does require insulin to function. Good morning, Angela. See, my mom is type 2 and was able to turn it around, no longer on metformin. Oh, she still struggles with weight and food choices. It's difficult. Glad it's with you. You're a good daughter. Oh, thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're hoping she can turn some of it around. Like, I'm already noticing we have to use less insulin than we did when we first started. So that is good. That was one thing too. I would think I was giving her too much insulin because I was thinking like the more the better kind of situations when our sugar's that high, but that's not the case. And especially because she's doing both long lasting insulin, and then she's doing the while she eats after a meal insulin. So we're trying to learn how to balance that, to read her sugar, to see how many units we have to do. So that's a whole new thing I'm learning as well. And I don't know. Oh, that's type 1 if it's insulin usually. Okay. I always thought she was type 2, but it could be type 1. Yeah, because she has to have the insulin. So I don't know. I think type 2 is where you can turn it around. You're not too far gone. Your body's not. Thank you, Angela. Yep, thumbs up. No, but polyaggressive high sugars is type 2. Okay, that's what I thought too as well. I think she is a type 2. But doing better, and we're understanding the food. That could be why she's tired too. Maybe she's I lost my red thing. Type 2 uses insulin. My dad does. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So it's type 2 is what she has. So I could have been given, like, she could have been getting too much insulin why she's been tired. Her sugar could have been getting too low then. So really is a balancing act. Type 1 is not made, and type 2 is where the insulin is made, but the cells cannot use it. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely, diabetes is definitely a learning path. That is for sure. Like, I'm learning a whole lot. Like, I gave her all that bacon, and someone's like, pretty sure they're not supposed to have bacon and fatty meats. I'm like, oh, dang it. You're right. But I got some chicken out I'm gonna grill for her. I'm hopefully gonna be doing some cooking and actually cooking meals for her. Like, when I left, I just made her like some tuna salad, some chicken salad. I boiled some hard-boiled eggs for her. Just used my Instapot. Love that method. She's like, how long did you steam these for? I'm like, I did them in the Instapot, Mom. What's an Instapot? I'm like, welcome home. Welcome to my house, Mom. Yeah, so I did some hard-boiled eggs for her. I got some of the muffins. I told her, you can only have half a muffin. And but then she, while I'm gone, she's like, no, I ate the whole thing. So like I said, it's hard for her to balance it, and she just bad about, well, I'm hungry, instead of sitting, like, I'm just gonna let it eat. Oh, good morning, Liz. I'm just gonna eat more. So she's, like I said, food is our struggle as a family, and it's interesting seeing as an adult now, seeing my mom's struggle with food currently, and then my dad struggle with food, and being like, ah, now it makes sense. Like I'm why I struggle with food and food insecurity and stuff. I just, you know, I guess it's just one of my things that I gotta deal with. She does like salad, cherry. I do need to start making more salads for everybody. Anyway, the kids really like salad too. Um, but she would eat salad, and especially if you like cut up and put chicken on it, right? Chicken, cheese. I don't. She doesn't really eat too much cheese. I don't know if cheese is necessarily good for diabetics anyway. I do want to make some almonds, like some flavored almonds for her, because those are a good snack that can help pull her out with a healthy fat. I've been making scrambled eggs, and I've mushed up an avocado on top and then put some of the everything but the bagel seasoning and then some salsa. So it's kind of got the creaminess of the avocado, and then the salsa kind of helps the cheese go down. Cheese is okay for diabetics. Okay. Thank you, Nike girl. I think that's your first post. Welcome to the live. I'm gonna be needing more coffee soon. Okay, so cheese, like I got her some cheese sticks. She likes yogurt, so I still need to make yogurt in my Instapot. Another thing on the list. But she likes yogurt. I've been making her like a turkey wrap. I've been here tons. Oh, okay. I meant in this morning, your first live this morning. I'm usually here when you're live. I just stay quiet. Oh, well, I'm glad you know some about diabetes though, so that's helpful. I need all the help I can get. um, good. So cheese, yeah, I'm gonna do those almonds. Beef sticks. She does kind of like beef sticks. But her teeth aren't the best anymore. Oh, good morning, Rona. From Pittsburgh. Oh, you're diabetic yourself. Okay, Nike girl, that makes sense. So cheese is good. Good yogurts, things like that. And she's starting to eat more. Careful with the B6 because of sodium. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't like those too much, so I may not get them too much. My mom eats so many eggs. Your mom she does like eggs. She just gets tired of the eggs because she knows that eggs are good for her. But I hard boiled some and she ate some that way. I could probably make some like deviled eggs out of them. She would probably like it that way. She does like egg salad, so we could do that. Um, oh, good morning, Nicole. What's your daughter's name? I'll give her a shout out too. Lots of meats and greens. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I do need to start some lettuce and get some greens going. Spinach. I like spinach. Spinach is my personal favorite green. I don't really do much with kale, but it's supposed to be super good for you, so I'm gonna grow some anyway. You know what the keto diet is? Yes, I do know what keto diet is. Is it Lila May? Good morning, Lila May. 7 years old, huh? You like to cook with your mom? It's an important skill to learn. Watch her walking, being diabetic, and having neuropathy. I'm horrible with those words. You know what I'm saying. My daughter-in-law was walking on torn muscles in her ankle. Oh my gosh. I eat egg salad with lettuce and as the wrap. Oh, that's a good idea. Good morning, Kinsey. Consider using avocado instead of mayo in the deviled eggs. Okay, I can do that. I still got a big bag of frozen avocado I got from the friend I'm babysitting for currently. So I could probably, I think you can make stuff out of that. It doesn't taste too bad. I can probably mash it up. I dehydrated my kale, used the powder in soups and granddaughter's baby food. Okay, it doesn't add too much of a flavor. Can I post a link for you about? Yes, you can. I think links post here. But I don't know if they'll stay in the chat, so you can either post it as a comment, or you can email me at mamabairdspantry@gmail.com is my email. You can email me anything there too, because I think after the live's done, the chat might disappear. Some of it does, because I've tried to go back before and I haven't been able to find some of the things that we talked about in here. My son-in-law is diabetic, and he's been taking the Trulicity shot for 2 years, and honestly has more problems than ever before. Is that the one that's supposed to like automatically give you the insulin so you don't have to test yourself? My Wi-Fi wasn't working. That's why I'm late. Oh, hi, Chrissy. That's okay. We're just kind of talking about diabetes and stuff. You want to try and kind of follow the keto diet as long as you pay attention to the carbs and processed sugars. You should be okay. You're very smart with food, so I'm sure you have this. Okay, the only thing I was noticing about the keto diet or keto, I'm sorry, I never know which one it is. I think it's keto. Was that it has a more of a high fat diet, and with diabetes, you want to do like less fatty options with meat and stuff. So I was trying to compare it, but I did notice that difference. So is that something that you have to watch out for as well? She couldn't feel that she was walking on torn muscles. Oh, that's awful. Slow race, but still have to check my sugars. Okay. Fats are not that bad for you. It's supposed to lower your AIC, but it runs way higher now. As long as they're good fats. Okay, as long as they're good fats. That's what I was thinking too. They just worry about like cholesterol, I think, with it, and with her arteries being clogged, I think they're going for more of a low fat thing. But most of the low fat options, like they're telling her to have like low fat cottage cheese and stuff, but that kind of food, with my understanding, they take all the healthy fat out of it to make it low fat, and they pump it full of sugar and artificial sugar, which is technically fat free. And then, so that's the low fat option. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to, I don't really like the low fat things. So I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I know, hear what you're thinking, Nike girl, about the good fats. You want her around 45 carbs to 60 carbs per meal. Okay. Have you heard about Nourishing Traditions? It's an amazing book that can help so much. It's going to go back to cooking before a processed food time and explains all about cholesterol. Well, sure, I have not. Nourishing Traditions. I will look that book up. Hey, Ashley, welcome. Oh, also, you guys thumb this up for me. It's probably the end, but hey, it still counts. Yeah, we're just kind of talking about my mom's diabetes and some good eating options. Yes, you want to look at low glycemic diet and not eat too many foods that spike the need for insulin. Okay, that's what I figured too. And we're trying to pay attention to like what foods cause her body to feel what way. Ask her doctor a question about what she can eat. Actually, Texas Angel, one of the doctor that we went to, is going to get us set up to a diabetic course where there's nutritionists that go through and explain diabetes, what causes it, how the insulin helps, and what you can eat. So he's going to send both me and her into this course of diabeticness to help introduce it, because they offer that as part of the hospital for people who are diabetics, which is really awesome. Like, guys, I am blown away at this hospital. I don't know if it's the difference between Missouri and Montana, but I don't really have much experience with hospitals in Montana. I do in Missouri because I had my babies and everything there, and with my mom there. And even she's noticed a difference. Like, they're really talking to us. They're helping explain stuff. They're getting us set up on the right resources on how we can actually solve the problem, not just sending us with pills and sending us home, like I'm blown away by it. So yes, he's going to send us through a diabetic course kind of thing. Ugh. Too much talking, not enough drinking. I'm going to go top off my coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Did you enjoy staring at the blank wall? People are going to come in and be like, where's Mama Bear? It's just a wall. All right, nuts, meat, cheeses, greens, and some fruits for snacks. Small portions of some fruits like oranges, bananas, strawberries are very good. Okay, Like the other day, I gave her half of a whole grain English muffin, and then I put peanut butter on top of it. And then it was like, I would say a quarter of a big banana. I sliced it thin and then put the banana on top of the peanut butter. And then I did drizzle with a little bit of honey. I don't know how honey is. I know that's one of the most natural sugars. And it had to be, I don't know, a quarter of a teaspoon. Like I literally just drizzled it. So it was a little bit on there. And then I sprinkled it with some cinnamon, just plain cinnamon. And she really liked that. She ate half of it, or she ate the whole thing, which was only half of the muffin. And she said it filled her up. It was really good. It didn't seem to spike her sugar. So yeah, I did that because I don't want her to eat the whole banana, because bananas have a lot of carbs and sugars in them. So glad that your mom has you to help. Oh, thank you, Ashley. Me too. Me too. I've been wanting her to come do this for a while. I mean, I was wanting her just to move in with me, but she does have a life back home, and a partner and dogs and a house full of crap, stuff like that. So it's harder for her and to make that call because she feels like she's kind of stuck there. But I'm glad she's here during this too, because then I can understand it and I can help her understand it better to set herself up better for when she gets home versus just kind of sending her back and she's just going to go right back to what she was doing without any help to change it, no way of her knowing how to change it, kind of thing. I would avoid as much as possible. My husband was brittle diabetic. Greens, turnips, mustards, collards, spinach help the cholesterol and clean the arteries. My husband was allowed 30 carbs per day. Okay. Yeah, I think they're going to help with the nutrition. Apple cider vinegar is supposed to be good for sugar spikes. I heard that too. They have like the apple cinnamon, apple cider pills as well, that you can just take the pills instead of actually drinking the vinegar. I think she was doing that and the cinnamon pills, and that was really helping her. And then she just stops. Like, isn't that a thing we do? Like, we do something, we're like, oh, this makes me feel good. I'm going to quit doing it. Because you feel good. You feel like you don't need it anymore, but it really does make a difference. I found a brilliant diabetic educational practitioner that really cleared up my confusion about foods. That's great. And it just takes that one person, right, to really explain stuff the right way, to be like, oh, I get it. Yep, apple cider is great. Okay. They are sending her to a nutritionist then? Yes. Honey is great. Ooh, good to hear that. Okay. I was just giving her a little bit of honey. I also quit, she was drinking coffee. She was drinking the non-dairy creamer, and that has like 1 carb per quarter teaspoon, I think. If it was that, or 1 teaspoon, it has like a carb. And she literally, in her coffee, she wants half of this to be non-dairy creamer and then Splenda. And then she was drinking a lot of Splenda too. And I was like, Mom, like, she probably won't want me to tell you this, but for a gallon of Kool-Aid, she was putting 2 Kool-Aid packs in there. I don't think they were the sugar-free ones. So she's putting 2 packs of Kool-Aid in there and then 4 cups of Splenda for a gallon. I'm like, Mom, that's a lot of sugar. Not only does that cost a lot, but that's a lot in your body, and her partner can drink like 2 or 3 of those in a day. So they're just chugging that Kool-Aid, and I'm like, oh, that's not good, Mom. So I have given her very limited Splenda. I do like maybe 3 packs worth of Splenda in her coffee in the morning, and then instead of non-dairy creamer, I give her half and half, which is what I use. And if it took a couple adjustments, the first couple of cups of coffee, but now she's like, this is really good. And I saw her finish her cup, and I'm like, Mom, you just finished your coffee. Do you like it? She's like, yeah, I guess I do. So that's good. So it's little things like that she didn't realize that she was doing that was sending herself into a spike. Pickles are a free food, great snack. Yes. Okay, more pickles, as long as it's all natural. Okay. Hey, homebound mama, how are you? Melon and berries are good for snacks. Okay, she says melon spikes her sometimes, like the cantaloupe she has, but she probably eats a lot of it at one time, honestly. But she says that would spike her. She said that sugar, like carrots, spike her sugar. But I've had carrots with hummus, and she's like, oh, I feel fine. I'm like, mm-hmm. So I think it's like she thinks certain stuff does, which I'm sure there's some sugars in. I get the hiccups now. Coffee hiccups, worst hiccups to have. She has she thinks like all fruits and veggies are created equal, which they're not. Certain things are, affect your body differently. The diabetes classes are very helpful. My brother's type 1. So it's when you're a teenager. Wow. But type 1 is around their 30s. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that class. I think that's going to help at all. I'm going to be taking lots of notes. Not all diabetic people are compatible with keto. It depends on the individual and other health factors. Yes. Do you have an email where I could message you about collabing about WIC shopping and meals planning? Yes. mamabairdspantry at gmail is my email. Email me all you want. I will try and get back. No, I probably will. Maybe not the same day, but usually the morning time, like this time, is when I do all my emailing and computering usually, but I just have my phone today. So I'm like, I'll do a live real quick while the kids are sleeping. No, that coffee is not good. Oh no. Well, she only has like maybe 2 cups a day. She doesn't usually drink it. She drinks mostly diet sodas. So I got her to drink some coffee, and then she does usually have her thing of water. So she drinks lots. She says she drinks lots of water, but I think she only drinks like 2 of those 20 ounces a day. So hey there, I finally was able to catch it live. Love your channel and family. Oh, thank you, Brenda. We're just chatting about my mom's diabetes and kind of what's going on with her. It's a big part of what's going on in my life right now, dealing with mom. Hey, T, how are you? God works in mystery and beautiful ways, mysterious and beautiful ways. You are blessed going for the freeze dryer. God's way to bring her back with you and your beautiful family. I agree, Texas Angel. I really agree. Like it all just lined up perfectly where I was able to go get my freeze dryer, visit the family, and then mom wanted to come back with me. And then she had this problem, which honestly her partner would not be able to help her with. His mom is 94 and he's helping her take care of all of her problems. So he can't really help with my mom much. So yes, Splenda's a fake sugar. So yes, I still think that it's perfect that she happened to be here. Like that really worked out. I don't know if like she was feeling something, or maybe like you said, God could tell that it was coming up, and so he just made it happen. But I am glad and very thankful that she is here. Yes, Stephanie, I'm still alive. My husband didn't take his insulin and his sugars were almost 500. That's totally my mom's. He took pickle juice and it brought his sugars down quickly. He refused to go to the hospital. Try the arm glue meter, no constant sticks. Okay, I have heard about that. Pickle juice, huh? So you just chug some pickle juice because that's vinegar. So I guess vinegar would be good for you. Okay. I'm surprised I made it 9 a.m. here in Florida. My toddler and I just got up. It's, well, daylight saving times now. So it's 7:17 here. I'm babysitting for my friend. So I'm waiting for my kids would be up by now, but I'm waiting for her kids to get up. I put her kids to bed early, like at 8:30. They're like, it's bedtime. I'm like, yeah, this is when we go to bed. But they did good. They're good kids. So your pancreas works off of what you're tasting as well and thinks that what you're tasting is sugars and will fight to take it down just from, yep. And artificial sugar actually makes you crave sugar more. So it's very counterproductive, right? Let's see, carrots, corn, cornbread, puffy snacks, anything that she can't have being diabetic. Okay, so carrots. That's why she was trying carrots with hummus, and that seemed to help. Maybe it was having the protein with it with the hummus. But she said she's noticed carrots spike her sugar. My brother's a bad diabetic. He can only have water and black coffee. Wee. Yes, I have a coffee problem. I know this how too. I literally drink a pot of coffee a day, if not 2. If I'm not gonna lie here. Diet soda is not good. Yep, try bubbly salt waters. I'll let her try it, but she likes sweet. Like that's the biggest thing. That's always been my mom's thing is sweets, pretzels. I told her to quit eating pretzels and crackers because they just send her into a coma pretty much, like, and sometimes when she can't fall asleep, she'll purposely eat foods that she knows makes her pass out so she can sleep. And I'm like, Mom, that's not good. You have to quit doing that. You need to figure out why you can't sleep, not eat a whole sleeve of crackers so you can sleep. So it's Like she feels like she was playing off her diabetes, but not in the good way. I'm like, Mom, that's how you die, you know. Thank you. I'll email you. I tried to send a message on Facebook, it won't go through. Oh, okay. Darn Facebook. I'm excited about this and I can take some heat. Well, thank you. Oh, Maria, it's my first live. I'm new to your channel, and you're such a sweet, amazing person to share your ideas on what to cook from pantries and give others tips. Oh, thank you, Maria. I really appreciate that. Love your channel. And I almost didn't even start my channel because I had the same feelings about going to the food bank. And I'm like, do I really want to announce to the internet that I go to the food bank? You know, especially, I mean, it looks like I have a nice house, you know, and I've gotten nice equipment, but I usually get that stuff either cheap or free, all the stuff that I've gotten. And, you know, you worry about what others are going to say, but you can't worry about what others are going to say because no matter what you're going to do, somebody's going to have something to say. So you just got to do what's best for you, what's best for your family. And people, like I just had people on my new Facebook, my new food bank haul arguing with me that I'm taking food from starving children because I'm utilizing a food bank when they feel I shouldn't because I have plenty of food. But this is food that gets thrown away if nobody takes it. Like I don't know, maybe in their experience they run out of food. But in my town, we get food from 6 different major grocery stores that are donating food, like more and more food now because less and less people are buying food because it's so expensive. Anyway, so there's some people that will argue about that, you know, and try and make me feel shame for going to the food bank. They still do. And I've gotten over that, you know, because I've seen how much they throw away. I've been there when they're like, hey, do you want another case of bacon? They're still trying to give me take another case of bacon, 40 pounds of bacon. They're like, do you want another one? Like they keep asking me. So I do have a meat grinder coming from Vever. I love Vever, man. They're like, do you want to sample this commercial kitchen equipment? And all you have to do is make a video on it. I'm like, yeah. Like it's just so hard to say no when these sponsors want to send me stuff, and all I have to do is make a video. Like to me, that's a good deal, you know. And it's hard to say no to that. But I think I'm gonna grind up my. Sorry, I got off on a tangent. I'm gonna grind up a whole case of bacon using my meat grinder, and then grind up some elk and some deer and make some sausages from it. I think that'll be fun. Okay. But thank you, Marie. I really appreciate that. And I really like going to the food bank and I like making the food from it. And I like having my channel. So I'm going to keep doing it, right? And I'm going to have an interview this week to start volunteering at the food bank. So that's going to be even better. I'm hoping maybe I can get in there and do like a video of our food bank, do a tour, maybe talk to some of the people who run it. And then I want to do some interviews with other people, like when they wait in line in the morning. Maybe get them to do some interviews about why they go, how it helps their family, things like that. You know, I don't know how many people are going to want to be interviewed and put on YouTube that they use the food bank because a lot of people feel embarrassed about it when they shouldn't. But we'll see. I have more ideas going towards that way. I just putting little stuff on my plate. Someone's like, you need to upgrade to a platter, which is right. I'm so glad you have your mom with you. I am too, T. I'm glad I have her too. I understand I took care of my mom, a diabetic with heart disease. Oof, she lived a long, happy life once we got her diet under control. Prayers for her, honey. Thank you, Brenda. She's already feeling better now that we have her food and medicine under control. So we're hoping to send her back home with the tools for success. If you want to bring your glucose down quickly without more meds, is walking and drink water at the same time, walking about 10 minutes, and it will bring it down. Okay. Well, my mom does have balance issues and her feet hurt, so it's hard for her to do a lot of walking. But I do make her walk a little bit. Plus, we have snow on the ground everywhere. We really need to get a treadmill. That would be convenient. Maybe I can get a sponsor. I'm just kidding. Apple cider vinegar, just a shot, and cinnamon works as well. Okay. Splenda still has sugar. You just need to watch how much you have of it. Walmart has a water called American Clear. It's sugar-free. Should try that. Doesn't that still have aspartame in it? Like I'm trying to get away from aspartame because I believe husband and I were drinking that water and then we noticed it had aspartame in it, which is bad for you too. So we kind of cut that out. Morning, y'all. It seems so early. I hate this time of year. Time change messes for weeks. It really does. I don't understand why we still do the daylight saving times. Good morning, Ginger. Happy to catch a live with you. Happy you caught a live with me. 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar in the morning will help regulate her glucose throughout the day. You do not have to slam 2 teaspoons. You can mix it with a couple of drinks in the morning. Okay, yeah, slamming back. Let's shot some apple cider vinegar. Woo! But I mean, it'll get the job done. It'll get it through it. The low sugar changes are best to last longer if you don't switch everything at once or slowly switch the sweetener gradually. Your mom is blessed to have you. I will try to take care. Oh, thank you. I told her to cut back on the amount of Splenda in the Kool-Aid if they still want to do that, and then slowly work from there. I'm not diabetic, but I am low carb, no sugar for other reasons, and I have a sweet tooth. It's very difficult. Happy for your mom that you're able to help. Thank you, Scarlett. Me too. Mine are the same, and my kids in turn help her and me seeing the example set forth. You rock, Mama. Oh, thank you, Latasha. I appreciate that. Oh, hey, Sylvia. Hi, Mama Baird. I have a suggestion your mom needs to see in, oh boy, endocrinologist. I'm horrible with words. The big word there, yeah. I don't know how to spell it. Well, good. I don't know how to say it because diabetes is hard when it comes to sugar relation and knowledge of hidden sugars. Yes, we are headed to see a diabetic course, so we're going to be taking a course on it. So that's helpful because I do agree there is a lot of hidden things in there, and I'm trying to learn it all at once now so I can cook meals for her. But I need to know, like, I'm like, Mom, can you have rice? She's like, yeah, I can have rice. And I'm like, sure, you're not supposed to have rice, so she doesn't know. And I think she just says yes because she wants it. I'm like, Mom, can you have pasta? Yeah, I can have pasta. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to have pasta, Mom. So it's a balance act, and it's more of, well, she doesn't really know. That's why she's having this trouble. So I need to figure it out and just give her food to eat, and then educate her once I know more about it. And I go to the food bank once a month. It's all they give us here, but it can go more than a month I would go. Yeah, like I could literally go every day and see what they have there. So it's like, ignore the naysayers. Thank you, Scarlett. I tend to like I say some stuff sometimes, but I ended up, deleting one conversation where it just got ignorant. I'm like, all right, well, if you're going to just call me names and say I'm a bad person, like without reasons, like give me reasons, then they're just like, oh, you should know. That's a crap argument if you ask me. There's another lady that I watched. She just started a vlog. She goes to food banks and also does videos. She had horrible comments. I recommended your channel to her. That's awful. They really do. Like, why do people get off on that? I had some horrible comments when I first started, and husband used to reply to them, but I had to kick him off because he's not as killing with sweetness as I am, and was a little more mean. I'm like, husband, they think that's me. Stop it. So, um, but yeah, the same way. And I just, he had to talk me out of being upset about those comments because it's true. And you just hear the same reasons, the same comments over and over again. You're not poor enough. You have too good of stuff. It's your own fault. You have so many kids. You can't feed them. You're taking from people truly in need. Food banks never throw out food. What are you talking about? It's like, okay. Oh, Gwendolyn, what a beautiful name. Good morning from Arizona. I love your show. Well, thank you. I see you don't let anything go to waste. I admire that. I ignore the negativity. Thank you, Scarlett. I do try not to let anything go to waste. And if there's something at the food bank that I think people won't grab, I mean, maybe they would have. Maybe someone behind me would have grabbed a big thing of lemons as well. But I'm like, who's going to grab a big thing of lemons, if they don't know how to preserve it? And with me, I have that knowledge on how to preserve it, or I'm willing to look up how to do it, then I'm going to take it because I'm like, otherwise, I feel like that kind of thing would just go in waste because people don't know how to do it or they don't know how they can use that item. So I'm glad that there's a market for that because I do feel like I'm creative in that way. And I love you guys as well because you guys give me ideas. They're like, oh, why didn't you do this? I'm like, oh, because I didn't think of it. This is why I need you in my life. And I love my channel, guys. I really do. Like, I love it just as much as you love it because I love you guys. I love having to be able to jump on a live and have 76 people in here just talking with me about diabetes with my mom or any other kind of struggle we're going through. Like, you guys give me really good advice from I consider you guys my friends. I know it's kind of weird because, it's an internet relationship, but, there's some of you guys where you literally talk to me in every video or we talk on Facebook, and we develop a friendship. And I really like that, and that's why I'm here. I'm like, let me jump on a live real quick, instead of like fiddling on my phone or something because I want to talk to my friends. I need to drive there for that bacon to find out how much their refrigeration delivery would be. Still probably get savings. We love bacon so much. Yes. And it's crazy, especially peppered bacon. And they just have cases and cases every week. It's almost like, man, I need to hurry up and preserve a case, which I'm going to do with my grinder. So then I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get another one. We'll see. We'll see. Don't ever let anyone dull your beautiful shine. Oh, thank you, Texas Angel. I appreciate that. Did you tell me your name? I feel like you did. I mean, I forgot. I'm horrible. I forget names all the time. I'm in Australia and I'd love to fly there for that bacon. That's so funny. Diabetes is also heretic. Is that hereditary? There's also very good learning curves here, just in case you may get it as well. Yes, I've actually been always having my sugars checked. And then I noticed in my coffee, I used to put sugar in it and cream. And then I quit doing that. And then I did Splenda. And then I did the sugar-free vanilla syrups and stuff. And I feel like that artificial sugar just makes me crabby. Like it just makes me angry. I think it might trigger something in my body. So I don't eat any more of that artificial stuff. And I just take a shot of half and half or heavy cream in my coffee. And it helps me enjoy the flavor of coffee more. Like instead of having coffee just for the sugar and the creamer, you now have it for the taste of the coffee. And now not all coffee is superior. I'll go to like, oh, I don't know, like somewhere that doesn't normally have coffee and you order a cup of coffee and I'm like, this is water. Does she have a walker? She has a cane. She does use a cane. Mom's feet hurt probably from diabetic neuropathy. Cinnamon helps control sugar too. Okay, yes. Ceylon cinnamon. Okay. I like watching your channel. I just wish you would clean your stove. Girl, me too. I need I need a maid for that one. I cook so much on it. I know. I wish I had a kitchen fairy to clean my stove too. Rice is a no-no. Good. Slow release high carb. Yeah, I eat it and it messes me up for like 3 days in a row. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people do cauliflower rice to replace that. Fine, rice is fine for me. Portion size is important. Okay, and I'm thinking brown rice would be better than white rice, right? Learn early on to ignore the haters. They feed off your reaction. That is true. They really do. That's why I try and oh hi White Rabbit. I haven't seen you in a while. That's why I do try and just like come back at humor and not try and be aggressive towards it or give them any stones to throw at me and just okay, like one person's like doesn't look like you need the food bank and then does a piggy emoji and then laughs and I just reply ha 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 ha, whatever. Call me fat. It's happened. I've been called fat my whole life, not going to bother me now. Pasta is okay as long as it's in small portions. Just make sure you watch the portions. Okay, so hers would be like measure hers and then give her that. And that's why it's important to eat like salad and other stuff with it because she'll eat just like a big bowl of the pasta with the meat sauce. And I'm like, you have to have other stuff with that. Like you just like, I know when I was losing weight, I would do stir fries with rice and I would do my quarter cup of rice and then I would put tons of meat and veggies in there. So it would give me like a big bowl of food that I felt like I was like indulging, but it's still only my quarter cup of rice. That's my limit. And the rest is all veggies. It just tastes good. So you can eat a lot of it. If anyone can come up with a tasty diabetic meal, it's you. Oh, thank you, Scarlett. So I am going to be doing videos on that, and I do expect you guys to comment and let me know if there's anything that I could be doing better with them, or you suggest that would be something different, or, I am here to learn and will take all the feedback. She can, but you need to know how much it will make her sugar spike. Yes, that's why I want to do a food journal as well for now to kind of teach ourselves what her body needs and what triggers her body. All right, they'll teach me in class. They make apple cider in capsules form. Yes, I think that's what I was talking about. I think they do that with cinnamon too, so you can just do that. I have to give it to hubby when insulin doesn't work. Wow. Oh, we love you too. Thanks, T. We're definitely your friends. I think you guys are too. Hey, Honey Badger. Yes, the capsules are a great idea. I think she has some of those too. And no carrots and potatoes. And potatoes, okay. Bread, rice, banana. You're a good person. There are trolls on every YouTube like their own. Yes, I know everything. I know. And I just try, I'm like, whatever, you know. Because I do overall have way more support for my channel than I do unsupport, you know. And some people like that. They don't like that I don't clean everything and have everything nice and pretty for when I'm about to do a video. I'm like, I don't have time to clean my stove every time. I understand that that would look more appealing to my audience if everything was clean all the time, but I mean, I can't. I have to, something has to give, and usually cleaning, detailed cleaning is what gets pushed off my plate first, you know, especially with my mom here now. And not that that's an excuse because I hardly ever clean my stove, even when my mom wasn't here. But I mean, it's a gas stove. It falls in there, you know, it doesn't come back up into the food. It's fine. You have become one of my daily driver YouTubes in our breath of fresh air in a gray and white world. You are a rainbow. Oh my God. Stop it. You need to write greeting cards. Look at that. Thank you. Your videos have helped me so much. Please keep doing that. Demos included. Love learning so much from you. Thank you, Ginger. I appreciate that, guys. You're so good to me. I don't do sugar, but I have to have flavored creamer. The sugar is way less in there, and I could do without the flavor. Yes. No more soda pop and coffee is good, but as a diabetic. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get her to give up the diet soda, but it's hard. I don't know what I could give her to replace it. I'll try some of those, but those like the LaCroix, that one drink. I don't think she would drink that because it has no sweetener in it. You know, she likes the sweetness, I think, with the fizzy. Just remember, you can have everything as long as you portion it. Okay. If you find a kitchen fairy, please give us the link. Yes, that's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, man, my kitchen fairy didn't came last night and clean my kitchen. Or you walk in and you're like, who closed last night? This kitchen's ridiculous. She better be volunteering to come clean your stove. That would be nice, yes. She's probably already gone. She probably just jumped in there to mention that she would prefer it if I cleaned my stove more. I'm like, I would prefer my stove to get cleaned more too. I'm glad we're on the same page. Yes, don't worry about any negativity. Someone will always have something to say. Yep, your video, you help so many with your videos. Aw, thank you, Maria. Whole wheat pasta is better for diabetics. Okay. Check the thrift stores for a walker with wheels for a mom. Okay, I will do that. Maybe chair yoga will be something for your mom, and it's a workout even if you sit in a chair. Oh, okay. I do want to, she does need to get her legs stronger. So she was talking about getting a wheelchair. I'm like, nope, don't get a wheelchair, Mom. You just need to get your legs stronger. Because once you really start sitting and not moving, then you're really going to go downhill. Like, you got to keep active if you're gonna get through this, you know. I'd love to see you make chickpeas juice whipped cream. I know it sounds crazy, but it's a thing. People use that juice from a can to make pie topping of the chickpeas. Well, I haven't done my number 10 can yet with the chickpeas. I'm collecting recipes that I'm going to make with that. So I guess I'm going to be making a juice. Wow. Chickpea juice whipped cream. All right. And they make a pie topping out of it. Well, interesting. I'll have to give that a try. Remember that anything that is processed is really not that good for you, like breads, pastas, and so on. Processed is bad. All natural sweet is better. Yes, and I think if I can probably bake some good bread that would be less like better flours for her, which I need to learn to start baking bread anyway. Add it to the list. It helps not have to support alone. Okay, stuff and something. So, enjoyed my first live with you all. Blessed to everyone. Have a beautiful day. Bye, Texas Angel. Thanks for being here. Don't worry about cleaning for a video. We see real life. Real life is messy and loud. It really is. And it's like sometimes that's why I do the voiceover in some of my meals that I'm cooking, because the kids are just loud that day. And you know, I'd rather let my kids be kids. And instead of saying, stop, I'm doing a video, quit screaming, do this, you know, because I'm trying to do a video, I'm like, well, I'll just do a voiceover this one. You know, and I'm glad that I have that freedom to do that. I don't set myself to such a a standard that I have to keep it this way. You just go with the flow, especially when you're a mom working from home. Like, I can barely get any work done during the day. Like, I have to get up early at like 2 or 3 if I need to get something recorded or edited, or anything. Sometimes that's just what I have to do to make my channel work and my home life work. So, because I don't want to just put the kids in front of the TV all day long so I can record something for YouTube. I don't want to do that, and I don't want that to become our norm. So I try and do a little bit of work, focus on the family, get the kids' school going, get the chickens taken care of if we have anything to do that day, and then when we come back, after all that's done, then if they're chilling, watching TV or on their tablets, and I happen to be able to film something, I will. But if not, and they're just running around crazy that day because they haven't earned tablet time or whatever, or it's too early, and I'm cooking something and they're loud, I'm like, I'll just do a voiceover. And so I got a mic, so I'm able to do that, and it's really helped a lot. So yeah, so that, like, same thing with the cleaning, like that's what I went off on that. Yeah, like I don't like you guys don't expect me, I guess, for except for some people, to have super clean because it's exactly it. It's real life. Have a great day, everyone. I'm off to clean my stove. Man, you guys are so funny. You do little jabs in there. People are going to judge no matter what. So live your life the way you want. That's what I say, Pam. It seems they have something wrong in their own lives to be so judgmental. Yeah. Hint water is amazing. It has a lot of flavor. It's a flat water though. Okay, I'll have to try that. And just infused water, right? Like, I have a lot of oranges, so I think infused water with maybe like some orange slices would be good. Hi, AJ. Gluten anything will keep her sugar down too, like pasta flour and more gluten-free. Okay. How's it going? It's going good, AJ. We're just kind of talking about diabetes and cleaning stoves. Or the lack of cleaning stoves. Oh, guys, kids stirring. I'm babysitting right now, so I gotta head out. I'm 20. I'm old. Get out of here with that. You did that on purpose. 20-year-old. Get out of here. True, being active but not having it hurts to walk. Keep your sugars under control. She used to do swim aerobics when she was younger. I feel you're great if you know people where to click the button. It's real life. It really is real life. Do you like zoo classes to help start editing if we pay for it? Would you like zoo classes? Or is that a typo? Would you like to do classes to help start editing if we pay for it? Like to start editing better? Yes, Sonia should concentrate on cleaning her mouth before she speaks. I mean, and one person commented about me having stuff on my floor, and I was like, yeah, I was just cooking. It ends up on the floor, ends up on the counter, ends up in the stove. I mean, you all see how cram full I put in my pan. It all ends up everywhere. You guys all have a good day too. I do gotta head out. It makes me crazy to see everyone in their perfect clean homes. Your videos are perfect the way they are. Thank you. Would you do them to help us start? Oh, yeah. Times that 20 by 3. Now that means I'm agent. Do you have memberships? I did some memberships with my Buy Me a Coffee page. I made a couple there. I have not done any on the YouTube yet. It's something I need to finish setting up. Bye, Alicia. You're getting teeth surgery. What'd you do, AJ? But you guys have a great night. Thanks for coming here and chatting with me and helping me learn more about my mom's diabetes and what I can do better. I'm headed home here probably in a few hours. Hopefully I can get a video up or something. I'm probably going to spend most of the day cleaning my stove and all the other stuff. Oh, wisdom teeth. Ooh, I had to get those out around my 20s too. They give you some good meds for it though. Yes, you need to do Patreon. Okay, I will look into doing the Patreons and memberships set up on the channel because I think that would be a good idea too. So the Buy Me a Coffee, I know YouTube does take some, like a good portion of the money. They do, I'm not sure about the Patreons, but like anytime there's a super chat or something like that, they take like 40% of it. So that's why I set up the Buy Me a Coffee page because that they don't take any of that. All that comes straight to me. So I'll message you soon. Get back to me when you can. Have a good day. Thank you, Latasha. Yes, mention me that. Hit that like button. Are my comments getting through now? Yes, now I can see them. Nike Girl, were you commenting before? I'll stay on this. Yes, they do, Mama Bear. Good. It was great chatting with you guys. Thanks for being here and keeping me company. I'm going to go make some breakfast.